Hi there. Today I'm going to take you with me to the Genting Highlands in Malaysia. And before we proceed with our presentation, with our journey, let me also remind you that if you like my video, please don't forget to like my blog. And if you want to get an updates of my videos, please also don't fail to subscribe to my blog. The name of my blog is In the Heart of a Professor. So welcome to my blog. This is your professor, Dr. Herbert B. Rosana. So our journey started from the Regal Hotel where we were billeted. And the Regal Hotel is located near the Central Market in Kuala Lumpur. And we started in the morning going to the Genting Highlands to experience culturally what it is and how it is, because it is one of the famous tourist attraction here in Malaysia. And the Genting Highlands is 58 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur. So we took the bus, the tour bus, and we have also our guide, an excellent tour guide who explained to us the history of the Genting Highlands and what we expect to see from there. And we started our journey. You can see here the urban jungle. Then later on, a few minutes later, we will be going there to the real jungle, which is the Genting Highlands. You know, the Genting Highlands is an amusement park. There is also a casino there, and that's the only place where gambling is allowed, and in no other places. And you know, it caters to tourists. And there are, I think, 5 hotels in the Genting Highlands. You know, if we explore the history of the Genting Highlands, actually, this idea came from the late Malaysian businessman Ligo Tong. I'm not sure, but I hope I'm correct in my pronunciation. And he conceptualized the idea of a mountain resort because there was a time when he went to the Cameroon Heights and they were exploring some investment in electric plant, and he was amused and he was impressed by the highlands. So he thought that probably it would be a better investment if there could be an amusement park or something like that near Kuala Lumpur. And he thought that the Genting Highlands was actually a perfect place because it is located in the central peninsular Malaysia and not very far from KL. So it's just a 58 kilometers from Kuala Lumpur. And the Genting Highlands is it has an elevation of 1,800 meters. So it's quite high, and because of the elevation, the temperature is also cool. So before proceeding to the Genting Highlands, our tour guide, Francis, brought us here at the butterfly farm and the bee farm. And this is one of the theme stores around here. And we slowly glided and entered the shops. They have the shops here wherein they offer different kinds of products from the bees, and they also offer different kinds of products like honey, the different ways they process the honey. And we enter this little theme store here, and they have this beehive. And aside from this beehive, they also have this small park in front of the store wherein they have this fountain mimicking the beehive. And you also have their butterflies and things like that. And it's really a very nice place to be. And especially if you get inside the shop, you will think it is a museum. It's not a museum, but rather it is a kind of shop wherein they display the different kinds of products they develop from the bees. And in fact, they have this instant coffee. They sell this instant coffee that is sweetened by the honey. and also I decided to buy that instant coffee. I was almost tempted to buy the honey, but I found it difficult to put into my luggage. So we decided to proceed to the Genting Highlands from the bee farm. And as we approach the Genting Highlands, you can see there are many different development coming through around here, real estates, and probably they are going to develop this. And in fact, I read in one of the announcement there, advertisement, that they're looking for buyers of mansions who would like to build villas somewhere here. So we arrived finally at the station, and all of us are here excited. We are waiting for to ride the bubble or the cable car. I call it the bubble myself. So our tour guide Francis facilitated the buying of tickets, and we started queuing around here to take the bubble. So this is one of the most expensive way to a shopping mall, because you have to pay almost 800 pesos to be able to take the bubble or the shall we say the cable car, because that's the only way to access the mall, because big huge vehicles and buses will not be able to go up there, and it's quite difficult because it is mountainous. So they developed and devised this cable car system. And there are two types of cable car here. They have the old one, which I call the bubble, and they also have the new one. So we decided to take the old one because it is much better compared to the new one, because the old one is transparent and you can see your surroundings, unlike the old one. So here all of us are now on queue and we are now moving. And for most of us, this is our first time to be able to take the cable car, and we were all excited, and we cannot imagine how it will feel to be on top. This is really something to think about, especially by people who have the fear of heights. I also have my own fear of heights, but I think I'm feeling better now, and it didn't really scare me off, but rather it was really a very exciting trip. You can just see these bubbles, like bubble like cable cars here, and there are hundreds of them, because all of the tourists, all the people coming to these highlands have to take the cable car to be able to get to the casino and the shopping mall. And there are 5 hotels here, and there are several shopping malls here also. And at the same time, there is an amusement center and theme park. In fact, they have this Buddhist temple in the mountain, and unfortunately, time did not allow us to visit that. So we just visited the shopping malls and the casino. Of course, we did not gamble. We just went there to observe and to see. And we also visited some of the shops. We did some window shopping, and things like that. And we really enjoyed this cable car trip. So I was able to overcome my fear of heights. And from on top of this cable car, you can see the bed of the forest. And we observed that at the bed of the forest, there are trails, there are also stairs, and maybe I don't think there are people residing inside this forest, but rather probably these are all for maintenance purposes. And you can see there are fogs here because the humidity, but it is cool. There's no need for air conditioning here because it's really cool. And because of the elevation, it is 1,800 meters high, so above sea level. So it's above the central mountains. So you can see those hundreds of cable cars coming in and out, and you can see the greeneries around the rainforests. So it's exhilarating. You can see the different kinds of flora and fauna around here. You can see those giant ferns that are familiar or common in mountains, in tropical mountains, elevated mountains. And you can also see the trees, the hardwoods, and all different kinds of plants around. So it took us some time to move around here, and in a few minutes we will be landing at the shopping mall. So finally, we arrive at the entrance to the shopping mall, and first we will visit some of the shops here, and we will also be looking at the casino. And we are now on the way to the mall and the casino, so we had to do a lot of walking, and we did visit some of the shops here, the specialty shop, the branded shops around here. There are many different kinds of branded shops here. Of course, they offer different kinds of goods, but they're quite expensive, you know. And you know, I'm not really into shopping. That's why even if you take me to different shopping places, I will never be tempted, except for the things that I really had a penchant for. Like for example, like leather briefcases. These are things that I really like. I like, and I was able to buy one leather bag here, which is also cheap in a way because I was looking for a bargain, and I found a leather briefcase made by Thomas. That's a famous Malaysian brand of leather shoes. And aside from that, I did not buy anything except for the rubber shoes that I found in the other shop, which is also a bargain. And these are things that I really need. I really need to buy a new pair of rubber shoes because I want to wear a rubber shoes that is soft and easy for my feet. You know, when you are getting older, you need a more comfortable shoes to protect your feet. So here around, you can see from the casino, you can see around the casino there are also amusement centers for children. And I know that children and young people will really be very fascinated and will enjoy this center. So we also eat our lunch, and we ate at the Chinese restaurant because some of my colleagues prefer the Chinese food, although I prefer the Indian food because you know, the Indian food really suits my tastes, especially the vegetarian and the spicy flavor. So after lunch, we move back again, going back to KL, and we have to take again the cable car. So it was a cool and foggy afternoon, early evening. So it's quite exciting because as we descended, we could see the fog surrounding us, and it's really exhilarating, very fresh. I think this is really suited for those people with difficulty with respiratory with the respiratory system. And before we go back to KL, we decided to stop by at another shop. This is a bargain shop. You know, when I say bargain shop, this is not really the bargain shop that you think, but rather this is a bargain shop because this is a bargain for they offer branded materials, items. However, they offer some discounts, or they offer some if you are diligent enough, you'll be able to find some of the cheaper items to your satisfaction. In fact, I was able to buy one as a Skechers, a very nice walking shoes, a soft walking shoes at a cheaper price, because you know, you really have to be very diligent in looking for this, and that is really the fun of shopping, because you have to look for it. So at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, we were on our way back to Kuala Lumpur, and there was quite a few traffic jams in some of the places in Kuala Lumpur because it is the rush hour, and we decided to stop by at the Central Market. So we arrived at the Central Market at around 7 p.m. And unfortunately, when we went to the Central Market, most of the shops were preparing to to close. Although the closing of the shop is officially at 9, some of these shopkeepers would decide to close earlier. And if you this is a very nice market here because they offer goods, dry goods that are cheaper, unlike the goods that are sold in touristy areas. Here it is cheaper. Like for example, you can buy batik, malong, or batik, and what else? Some of the foodstuffs that can be found here, and it's quite a very exciting place to shop. And some of our colleagues decided to come back in the morning before the flight, just to experience going around the shop, not really buying things, but really to experience what it is to be in this shop. And not far from the central market, there is also the Chinatown, and the Chinatown is really very nice because there are many different kinds of Chinese shops and restaurants, and you can enjoy the best kind of Chinese cuisine. And in fact, we also ate our dinner here at the Chinatown. We found a very nice Chinese restaurant, a very traditional form of restaurant. It seems like that, and I really enjoyed it. That is the first time that I could say that I truly enjoyed eating in a restaurant, because the waiters are all dressed up in a traditional Chinese clothes, and the quality of the food is also very good, and something that I truly appreciate. So thank you, my friends, for joining me in this trip, and I hope to see you again next time.